It's been a long time coming, and we're a little bit behind schedule with this, but we're going to go ahead and do a hive inspection today. We're approaching fall, and we just want to do a quick check on the health of our hives, give them some pollen patties, give them a little more room, because I want to keep encouraging them to forage and to build comb and fill those cells with nectar, honey, brood, whatever they so choose, and be a healthy hive that can winter over well. So let's get to this, guys. We've got an extra shallow for the CC hive, and they're at their, the sun is on the hive right now, and it's pretty active down here. They're coming in and out, so we'll see. We're gonna go ahead and get suited up, get ready, and break into the CC hive and the Buckeye hive. Fire.
It's going down now.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can see all this action going on around him. It's actually one of the warmer days this week, and it's a little bit past noon, so we're hoping there's a lot of activity going on, but we're hoping a lot of the bees will be not home and out foraging while we're doing this. Usually we wait till late afternoons, but today we're going to try it around the lunchtime hour. There's a lot of bees moving around out here. I'm going to go ahead and suit up, guys.
Because we're putting that new...
Yeah, we're going to put a new shallow on the CC hive. This was the wild swarm that we caught in April, I think it was. If you guys missed that, it's going to be linked at the top of the screen right now. But yeah, he's just smoking them and getting them a little bit calmer before we go in.
It's a little interesting. I've never really seen it.
Huh?
Them that active.
They were really active, so I am going to put clubs on.
Oh, that pretty beeswax. Is there a lot on there today?
Just making sure there's no queen.
They're all too strong.
I just like lean it up against something. The reason we've got this, whenever we're removing our bird comb, you want to put it in something sealable so that the bees don't follow it, because they'll follow it all the way into the house if you let them. They didn't do it there, it's just right here. There.
Yep.
See, they just gotten where they've almost cut it in half and decided to build a bridge, so I'm actually going to just...
I've got it sitting on here so you can push down a bit, okay?
There you go. Pull it back up.
Wow, we can take that and taste
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to taste this.
Alright, so I'm going to turn this around so they don't want to bridge to this
Back
much.
to it. Yeah. They're already down in there, cleaning up everything.
That's where we knocked off that beeswax that they
Yeah,
bridged
they're already
across.
down there cleaning
frames.
everything up. Just completely capped, both sides. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You got that?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's heavy, guys.
Hold on, guys.
Because they want to...
Wow. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of capped honey. Yep. So you guys can see down in here.
And this was under the excluder.
Yeah, that's why you've got this weird pattern on top.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep the queen down in the bottom two deeps so that she is encouraged to lay brood there and let mostly honey be stored above her.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of bees up here. I wouldn't be surprised she's up in this area.
She may be, so we need to be really, really careful. Hello, girls. It's been a while, but I'm back.
Here, guys, to show you a little bit better why she's struggling a bit. If you look, there's all kinds of
Propolis.
beeswax. Yeah, propolis.
Propolis.
Which is basically like tar.
Yeah, it's like their glue. It's their duct tape. What duct tape is to us hillbillies, it's what propolis is to bees. Just use it on everything. Well, hello, you stung me. You guys can see I just got stung. And yeah. I didn't feel it though, thank goodness. But that little girl stung me. Got one trying to get in my net right now.
Mm-hmm. They're getting a little agitated.
Yeah, they do, which I don't blame it. If somebody was getting into my house like this, I'd be like,
tearing into them a bit, so.
Oh, boy. Nope. Nope, they're on me.
They're picked.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's because we've had to pop them so hard. They don't like that.
Well, honestly, what I would like to do is to pop that bottom off.
Yeah.
I might still be able to get it off. It's just, I need to get away with the pheromones on me.
Well, I need to smoke them more too.
I just see honey, 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 honey. Which is fine. I'm okay with honey, 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 honey. Which, with that being said, I am going to put these guys back and then pull this off. You think? Would you pull this off and set it on that? No, you wouldn't, just to see what the brood looks like?
No, if you want, but I mean, you're already agitated. You're going to get
probably more. I just get worried because I've this almost a full super full of honey and a shallow pretty full of honey, but I have not come across brood yet. But I haven't really popped them to see if there's actually brood in them.
Well, also, we only had one shallow though, so they've.
This is true. This is true.
We'll have to get.
Hold on. You got your rock?
Yep. There we go.
Okay, so I'm going to talk for a second about what just happened. That hive is usually not that hot, and I wouldn't even consider that to be a hot hive, like at all. That hive we've kind of let do its thing this year because it's a first time hive. We didn't really want to do too much to it to really agitate those girls. And they've never had queen cells in there acting like they wanted to swarm. Now there's a lot of honey in there, like a lot. And while I think we could probably harvest some and get away with it, this is their first year establishing here. So that's their honey to get through to the winter. We will do all of our harvesting next year.
The way 2020's been, who knows what kind of winter we'll have.
Yeah, I mean, really, he's exact, but he's right. I don't know what kind of winter we're gonna have.
It could be bad. So.
Yeah, the woolly worms are saying it's gonna be bad. The persimmon seeds are saying it's gonna be bad. All of the fogs in August that were so heavy, everything that Mother Nature uses as signs for us says it's going to be bad. So we're leaving all that honey. We're taking that bird home because they were trying to bridge. But these guys are a lot more hot than usual, and the reason for that being is because we let them go. They've used a lot of propolis, and Mark forgot to put a patty in there.
I'll just do it real quick.
Yeah. He's actually going to put in a pollen patty to kind of encourage them to come up to that top. Yeah, it's near season's end, so it'll give them something to, ooh, hello little bee, to kind of forage inside. It'll just give them a little bit of a step up and help to make food for the baby bees. So you guys can see that's what it looks like. He's going to leave this paper on the bottom.
It's almost like a thick peanut butter.
Yeah, it is like a thick peanut butter. So he's going to leave the paper on there. He leaves it on the bottom on the top so that if it gets we do get like into warmer temperatures like today, then it won't drip down into the comb. They'll actually remove that paper out through the front here in probably about a week or so. We'll probably start seeing pieces of paper out in the front of the hive, which is totally normal. They're very sanitary little bugs. They like to keep their place clean. But when we did crack this open, when we were trying to remove the first super, I kind of moved the whole hive. And it kind of made them really angry. And I have multiple little stingers in my, actually right, I don't know if you guys can see, that is a stinger, like right on the ends of this finger right here, like it's a little stinger. So I have a couple of those in my gloves, and I don't wear a full body suit, and I'm really glad. Mark told me today, usually I don't wear gloves at all.
So we were going to do some major
and
work.
we were going to do some deeper work, and we were worried because like there was a lot of action going on out here that they would probably be a little bit more lively than we're used to and not as docile. And lo and behold, thank God I listened to my husband for once. You were right, honey. You like that?
Lucky guess.
You like hearing it as much as I like hearing it from you, that I'm right? I hope he likes hearing it. But he was right, and I don't wear a full suit, so I've got jeans on, and boy, I got nailed on the inside of my thigh. That's why you guys saw me. I'm like, nope, they're getting me, and I just walked.
And when they sting, they group up. So.
Yeah, when they sting, it releases a pheromone that kind of draws the rest of the bees to you. So the reason that I just calmly walked away, it does no good to bat at these bees. It's only going to make them angrier, and they're territorial. So they'll only chase you for a certain distance, and then they'll leave you alone. And I just stayed away for a little bit to make sure that that pheromone had worn off a little bit before I came back in here. And we're actually going to leave the 2 supers in the bottom below the excluder alone. The first deep looks like it's full of honey. And I'm pretty sure we just had an orientation flight happen while we were getting into the hive. So I'm assuming that has a lot to do with why they were so active as well. We'll get into them here in like another 2 weeks, because I think I'm going to start feeding these guys a little bit because I'm worried about the winter. I'm worried about the winter. Now we're getting ready to bump into our Buckeye hive, but I don't think I'm going to bring you guys along for that. I might turn the camera on if something interesting is happening, if we find like a queen cell or there's horrific news in there, which I don't think there is. They're really calm. The Buckeye hive, for those of you that don't know, is this hive, and we bought this hive with a 5-frame nuke from a fella up in New Paris, Ohio. That was our wild caught swarm. And anybody that's saying that those bees are hot, they're not. They're queened correctly. They're fine. It's just one of those off days where I wasn't very easy, and we've been busy. We haven't been able to get into our hives nearly as much. Huh?
They had a lot of wax in there.
Yeah, they had a lot of wax and propolis, so it was really difficult to get some of those frames out. And the longer it takes for you to kind of crank on those frames or move with the hot, they just...
And when the frames give up, like when you break them loose, they pop. That's
yeah.
What really gets them.
Yeah, and it sends another vibration through. So I sent vibrations through trying to take the top shallow off, taking the excluder off, and then attempting to take off the first super. And it was just too much for them. And I've got 4 or 5 stings on my hands and 1 on my thigh. So I just with Mark's better judgment, we're gonna just leave that one alone. So we're gonna start breaking into the Buckeye hive. If anything good happens or interesting, I'll bring you guys along. So we just got done with the CC hive. The Buckeye hive was a little different and actually made me go back and look at the CC hive later, but that's not in this video. That's in the next video. So thanks for watching this one. If you have any tips or tricks for hot colonies or how to pop propolis off of frames a little bit easier so that I don't wig my girls out, then I'm more than happy to see that down in the comment section. But until next time, guys, the next one's all going to be about the Buckeye hive. And my beekeeper friends out there, please tune in. I need help.